What's up, everybody? My name's Ryan Brown. I've been riding for well over a decade. I do more adventure style riding. I used to ride on the track a lot, and thought I'd make a channel here to kind of help people with buying and reviews. There's going to be no affiliates, no nothing. This is all self-funded. All the gear I buy is on my own. And today I want to talk about why you should not spend $900 on the Klim One Alpha. There's a lot of reasons, but this is not a good helmet for the money. I've been riding with this thing forever. Shoei Hornet X2. I just bought another one today. And this helmet I was excited for because it has its own dedicated shell size. It was light, had a photochromatic lens. The optical clarity on the lens was better than anything else out there. All these things are true, but there's a handful of issues, and we're gonna get into that right now. Welcome to the workbench. So here's what we got. Beautiful helmet, super lightweight, a couple of issues. Number one, this comes off with like an ounce of force. It's a piece of cheap plastic. It's not glass fiber reinforced. It's just shitty, I'm assuming it's ABS plastic. So I understand this is supposed to come off so you can vent air, but you can't tell me that that's a good idea if you're trying to open this and something happens on the highway and then it's gone for the trip. Same thing goes with this top one. It's not as easy to get off. That's better designed for whatever reason, but this one comes off so easy. Problem number one. Problem number two, this nylon neck strap is awful. It's single-sided, so it's one piece of fabric compared to a Shoei that is a loop. And the nice thing about the loop is that there's no edges because you have natural fiber around the whole piece. Now on this one, you have a piece of hard material. It's like burnt slightly, not burnt, but it's like when they finish this, it's sharp. It's not soft. This is not $900 helmet material. The biggest issue in this helmet is this. The brow mechanism. This sits on your forehead. Right here. You can feel that thing when you're riding. Now these are detented into the helmet. There's a little hole in there. It's impossible to show you because it's so small in there. And they sit in, but you can feel that piece of plastic all the way around the whole ridge. And it's not thin, it's pretty thick. Most helmets, I keep bringing over the Shoei just because it's right here, have this is the mechanism. That's what holds it in. And then the liner is free floating in there, okay? That's the biggest issue is this piece here, okay? Now, that leads me on to my next thing, the chin curtain, which if you live in South Florida, is something you probably won't use, but it's great when it's cold out. So this slides in here and relies on these little clips. Now, this clip is designed to go through here and then slide in. So if you don't have this in and you're rocking this, it's loose in here, okay? Once again, not a big deal, but for $900, this should not be the way this is designed. Bring it back to the front. The detent on this is technically one-handed, but it just doesn't close well with one hand. I'm sure over time it will. To really get it seated in there, you need to close both sides. It's not entirely one-handed. It's not terrible, but it's not great, okay? So that's kind of my thoughts here. All right, so I'm gonna finish the thoughts up. For the money, this helmet is far too expensive. There's no world that this justifies $900 for the build quality. Shit like this, just coming off. The design of the interior is bad. The pad mechanism is bad. There's no liner around your face. It's just all raw EPS here. With the Shoei, it's all finished in vinyl. I mean, it's just better built helmet. Buy this if it fits your head. If this fits you and you love it, great, but this is not a $900 helmet. This helmet should be $650 to max for the quality, for how it feels on the head. I've got a ton of Klim stuff. I love Klim. I've got their jackets, I've got their pants, I've got the Carlsbad kit, love it all. This ain't it. This was supposed to be the perfect world between ADV and road with a more road bias. So the kind of stuff I do, which is driving out of Florida, doing a backcountry discovery route and coming back home. And this is not it. So There's one other thing I want to show you here, is the size. The whole reason this helmet was supposed to be so good is because it has its own dedicated large. Now, because the other version of the Krios had a medium and a large shell, or a small and a large, or 2 shell sizes. This one has 3. Small shell size, a large shell size, which is the only one, this is it, and then an XL. Now look how much smaller the frontal force is on that helmet versus this one. These are both larges. This is a much smaller helmet on the head. It's kind of hard to tell, but like you can kind of see in the chin area. And then in all dimensions too, it's just a bigger helmet. It's bulkier, it's bigger, and I'm not a fan of it. So I hope this helps. I'm sorry to harp so heavily on this, but this is not $900 helmet at all. Yeah.